going on, guys? Welcome to Guitar Lessons with Scott. I'm Scott, and this is video number 5, lesson number 5 of the Beginner's Guitar Guide. And in this video, we're going to learn how to play the 4 chords from the song "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz. These are very popular songs, played in tons and tons of songs, like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, we're going to learn how to play the chords G major, D major, E minor, and C major. Let's learn how to play them. Alright, so starting off, we're going to learn how to play the chord G major, okay? I'm going to give you 2 different options of how to play G major. And yeah, so let's go over the first way that I like to play the most, because it's just easier and I think sounds just as good or even better. It's that rock and roll G, okay? So what we're going to do is take our middle finger and put it on the top string on the 3rd fret. So that 3rd space, top string, middle finger. Ring finger, 2nd to bottom string on the same fret, in the same 3rd space, 2nd to bottom string, and pinky right below that guy on the very bottom string. And if you strum, it should sound like that. And then for this rock and roll G, you actually want to let your middle finger rest on the string below and mute it, okay? So if you're going down all the strings, it should sound like this. Okay? Alright, so when you strum them all, it should sound like that. And you know, if it doesn't sound like that, just go down the strings. And if the bottom 2 strings aren't ringing out, you know, position your fingers in a way, press down harder, and just keep on practicing it, okay? So that's one way to play the G major. Another way is to take your pointer finger, leave everything where it is, and put your pointer finger on the 2nd to top string, 2nd fret. So you got 4 fingers holding down now. And then this time, if you're going to play it like this, you want to not let your middle finger rest on the string below. And so that 2nd string rings out like that. And when you go down all the strings, it sounds like this. Okay? So that's like a fuller sounding G major. If you like that way better, then play that way. If you like this rock and roll G one better, that's easier, and I think it's easier, and I like the sound a little better, personally. But yeah, so 2 options there. That's G major for you, okay? Alright, so what's the next chord we're going to learn? It's a D major. So leave your ring finger right where it is on the 2nd to bottom string on the 3rd fret, okay? And take all your other fingers off. Put your middle finger on the bottom string, 2nd fret, that 2nd space, bottom string, middle finger. Pointer finger on the 3rd to bottom string, 2nd fret. Okay? And when you strum, if you play like the bottom 4 strings, it should sound like that. Okay? And that's D major right there. Okay? And so another thing for D major, if your thumb's hanging out here on the top, like mine is, and if you can let it rest on the top string, that top E string, and mute it, that's perfect, because you don't want that top string ringing out. Ideally, when you're playing in D major, it just sounds much clearer. So when you're strumming these guys, you know, for the D major, you kind of want to be strumming the bottom strings more than emphasizing the. You know, if you're strumming the top strings, it'll sound like that. If you're strumming the bottom, it'll sound like that, much better. Okay. So that's D major for you. And if you can't wrap your thumb around quite yet and do that, just try to avoid hitting that top string and just emphasize hitting the bottom strings and getting them all to ring out. Make sure they're all ringing out going down. Okay? So that's D major right there. Alright, what's the next chord? Next chord is E minor. If you watched the first video, this is the first chord you learned. It's one of the easiest chords there is. And for the E minor, you have your middle finger on the 2nd to top string, 2nd fret. Okay? Ring finger right below that on the 3rd to top string, 2nd fret. And then you have all the other strings ringing out. So if you go down all the strings, you sound like this. minor right there. Okay? So, we've got G major, D major, E minor. We got one more chord to learn. This is a new one if all you've been watching is the videos. Is C major. This is probably going to be the hardest one for a lot of people. And don't get upset if you can't get this right away. It's not an easy chord, okay? So how do you play C major? Alright, so what you're going to do is take your ring finger, put it on the second to top string on the 3rd fret, middle finger on the 3rd to top string, 2nd fret. So you got those two right there. And then take your pointer finger to the 2nd to bottom string, 1st fret. So every finger is on a different fret. Your pointer's on the 1st, middle 2nd, ring 3rd. Okay? And you just want to go down all the strings. Well, we'll start with the 2nd to top string and go down, and it should sound like this. Messed up. It's a hard chord. Okay? And also on this one, what you want to do is, if you can, just like the D major, if you can wrap your thumb around and mute that top string, that'll be ideal too. You don't want that E string ringing out with a C. You can tell the difference, okay? So yeah, that's how you play C, and just keep on going down, trying to get all the strings to ring out. Try to position your fingers in a way, curl them over more, press down harder until you get it, and practice, sleep on it, and that's C major right there. Okay. So assuming that if you want to pause the video and come back at a later time, once you get these chords down and you're fairly comfortable playing them, now I'd recommend to the practice with these chords to play it like it's a song. Go to the G major starting off and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do 4 strums. Practice doing some good strums. Not too hard, not too soft. Just nice, firm, good strums, letting the chord ring out nice and good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then switch to the D major. You can leave your ring finger there as a head start and go to that D major. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go to that C major. 2, 3, 4. Okay? And if you can do that, and if you can practice that enough, you could play the whole song, Well, you done me, and you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. Okay? Alright, that's all I got for you guys today. It's I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. Practice, love yourself, adios.